Welcome back to MTFC TV. Joining me at this time is manager Dave Frecklington. Dave, first of all, what a game. With ups, downs, peaks and troughs all over the place. How do you feel after that?
Exhausted, I'll be honest with you. I think if we take stock and just look at what we had available today in terms of unavailability, obviously walking wounded, patching players up to go out there and put a shift in for us. I think it's an excellent point. Not only that, the character that's shown and the togetherness always gets a little bit overused really as a word, but being 3-1 down and coming back and really should have won the game. I think to be not only exhausted, I'm delighted with that.
To start off with, I mean, you've lost Marcus Marshall early. Appears he's pulled up with a similar sort of strain that he's had previously, and you've taken Jake Green off, brought Harry Wood on. You've changed the shape of the team. Did you feel that was something that was necessary to really push on?
Well, I think it's evident, isn't it? When you don't start the way we did, obviously, it's nothing that greeny. It's just sometimes as the manager you feel that a change is needed to be made after so early in the game, and it can also go against you. But looking at the game, Hednesford should have been 5 or 6-0 up. Let's not get away from the fact they were out the chaps faster than what we was. We couldn't handle the three up top. But they won all the first and second bits. We were massively short all over the park in the first 20 minutes, half an hour, and we were rightly 2-0 down, and it could have been 5 or 6. So again, to change shape at half time and match them up, it was needed, and credit to the boys, because second half there's only 1-2 minute, and that's desire, fight, going through brick walls for each other, and looking a real threat. They couldn't live with the second half up there, and I was really pleased with that.
So you come out, you've changed things at half time, Hednesford go 3-1 up. In your mind, are you thinking that's game gone, or do you still, as the manager, think no, my lads, they're gonna, as you say, run through brick walls, they've got enough to get something out of this, as it's proved?
3-1 down, you're fearing the worst, because they score the third on 48 minutes, and you think to yourself, right, well, we're well and truly out of the game, and I've been dominated for 48 minutes. So you're fearing the worst, but let's not get about the fact that when you're 5 unbeaten and you're wanting players to come in when players are unavailable or injured and stake a claim. The young lads come off the bench. I thought Harry Wood and Billy Whitehead just give us energy and tenacity, work ethic, and bits of quality, and it just give the whole team a lift. We moved Beavers from centre half to left back, put Brad inside when they started winning the first and second balls. But yeah, you fear the worst. But again, when you put balls in the right areas and you've got the pace that we have on the counter attack, and you've got Westy up front, there's not many people that is cool and calm and collected, and he deserved them 2 goals he got today.
People, I think with Craig Westcott sometimes look at him and go, he's not got the pace he used to have, but it's that fox in the box knowledge that he has, that first touch. Is that vital to your team as it looks?
Westy's quick. Westy's not slow, trust me. He's not as quick as he once was, but he's not slow, that is for sure. He's got half a yard, probably the first 2 yards in his head. And when you've got that know-how and someone who's scored the goals he has done at the levels he's played at, we need to get the ball in and around the box for Westy to get chances for him, and he'll score. For large spells on Tuesday, he was coming wide. We've asked him to play central today, and he's got his just rewards. And he's just a good player to have around. He's a good character, but more importantly, when you've got his quality up there, it's a great asset to have.
I heard a fan say 5-6 weeks ago, before you came in, that game today will lose 5-6-0. What is it about the Dave Frecklington side that the lads, there seems to be this real bond between them and a real confidence that if we go 1 or 2 behind, heads don't necessarily go down, they keep fighting? Is that something you really try to install in all your teams? It's
not just a Dave Frecklington team, it's a Terry Fleming and a Chris Rawlinson team, Adam Sollett, it's all about Mugger as well. We like to be a whole group and a management team, and first and foremost, Mugger's got his work cut out in the treatment table. We like to work hard, and we just said to lads, look, you're always going to get your own way. You're not always going to keep clean sheets, and if things aren't going against you, you have to stay in the game and keep doing and believing what we're all about. But we try and make sure that first and foremost we don't get get beat up, or we don't get outworked, or we don't get done. And the first first 48 minutes, we did that today. We was poor. But when you get amongst them and realise, what you're all about, and they start believing in that, we're really hard, not a very nice team to play against. And I think Hednesford know they've been in the game second half today.
Talk super briefly about Tuesday night. I think Nathan Whitehead will be back, Dwayne Wiley. There's lads who, in my mind, no doubt have laid a claim to be playing in that game today who came in. You've got that many injuries, but in some cases, in some spots on the pitch, selection headaches. It must be nice as pro manager to have.
Yeah, it's great. Delighted for the two boys that came on today. I think Harry Wood's energy in the middle of the park. He was close to starting today, I'll be honest with you, and in hindsight we should have done that because it just didn't happen to one or two others today. But yeah, with one or two being back, it's a good problem to have. But we have to take stock really and take each game on its merits. Grantham will be a really, really tough game. Got in the playoffs last year. Manager's just gone, so the players are going to want to impress the new manager. So we'll take stock, speak to Mugger, see who's available and who's not, and pick a team to hopefully come and perform against Grantham. Right,
final question, as quite rightly, I presume you would like a drink. 3-1 down, fans start getting behind the players, 3-2, 3-3, noise grows. How vital is that to the club?
Well, unfortunately, we had one giving me massive abuse before the game. During the game. Don't know who he is. Unacceptable. We're giving everything we've got on the sideline, and one of us is giving us big abuse. He knows who he is. Well known apparently to the football club. We don't need that, but the rest of however many was here was excellent. Got behind the players. Singing, chanting, and when obviously we've equalised, the roof came off, and just unfortunate Billy didn't put his chance away at the end to win it for us. And we're trying to get a real togetherness around the football club, supporters, players, staff, volunteers. We want it all to be as one, and at the moment it does feel like that. So long may that continue.
Right, thank you very much, Dave Frecklington.
Cheers.